This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
All right, everybody, we're going to get these guys situated over in the staging lanes over here. Just want to let y'all know we are about to go live on YouTube, so you can watch this. Even if you're here, go on there, like, subscribe, and all that. I want to thank Dixon's Automotive, Dart Towing for allowing us to go live. So people at home, if they didn't get to make it here, they are sitting at home watching. But the boys in the Quick 8 are getting over in the lanes. They're getting all suited up, getting ready to come to the bottom of the hill. But just wanted to let y'all know. But anyway, thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. Y'all could have picked a whole bunch of different places to go to this afternoon on this fine day, but y'all chose to come here. So I'm very thankful for that, and I appreciate it. Second to the last points race getting ready to happen. So let's do stand if you're able. Remove your hats, please. We're going to do the national anthem before these boys get to racing. But anyway, thank y'all. All right, let's get these boys racing. Second to the last points race of the year. These guys got two more opportunities to see who's going to win the championship down here. It's a tight battle at the top of the points. Thomas Carneal's leading the points. Kristen Fogg, Michael Smith they're tied for second. So we're getting ready to figure out who is going to win the championship. Like I said, they got two more races, this one and one more in October, and we will crown another Newtown Dragway points champion for the year. We're getting ready to get into Quick 8. Again, like the Quick 8 we've done down here before, these guys will have two opportunities to come to the pay window today. So these boys will work their way down to two, and the winner of the Quick 8 class will get to go over to the, let's call it the bigger bracket class, whatever you want to call it, and get in with that, and then they can keep on going. So sometimes we've seen the Quick 8 winner go on and win the whole show, so he gets to come up here and get some money twice. But anyway, getting ready, the boys are coming down the hill now, getting ready to get into first round elimination of Quick 8. All right, here we go. First round eliminations today, starting off with the Quick 8 class. First pair coming out of the gate down here. Looks like it's going to be Michael Smith in the left lane, Dandridge Allen in the right. So number 3 and number 7 qualifiers going against each other. Michael Smith is dialed a 552 in the left. Dandridge Allen dialed a 498 in the right. The tree is not right. Hold tight, we'll figure out what's going on. Cut him off. Nope, they're still the same. I'm not sure what's going on. You got everything right on the computer. I don't know why the dial's not showing up right at the end of the track.
They're just thankful for an entry fee in the crowd. It's been a good night. Y'all will come back. It's the time system.
All right, y'all hold tight just a second. And as you can see, we're putting in the numbers, we're putting in the dial-ins in the computer screens up here, and for some odd reason, everything is right, but it's not showing the correct dial on the scoreboard. So y'all just hold tight. Willard's up here looking at it now. Unless y'all can read y'all's dial at the end of the track, this is not going to work out well. So just hold tight. We're working on it up here. Sorry about that, y'all. I know trying to get into some racing here.
26 cars is when we're going to meet to start kicking money back. But until they kick money back, right now, they will set up number 1 place will get $750,000. After they finish kicking everything back, you know, the finals, I think was like $330,000 in the finals. Split one way out. Bro, like, well, I think it was like 368. Cause I'd have gone 200 grand and 168. You know what I think lose at 26. Where they race NASCAR all the week?
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
You can walk it. But I said it looks perfect. Like when you miss that last step going down the step and you. So it's 10,000 lose to 26 cars, 20,000 lose to 13 cars, 40,000 lose to 7 cars, semifinals 75 grand, and the finals 378. Yeah. Worldwide Technology Raceway, wherever that is. Okay. And that's 524 inches. Yeah. When you showed up day one, it was 750,000 to win first round. I mean, win first place. Feel good about going. Never cut it off.
All right, let's see if we've got this going here. Willard has been up here frantically unplugging wires and fixing stuff, but I think we've got it. Correct dial-ins, 552, 498. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm not exactly sure what happened up here in the computer, but Willard got it straight and we are going racing. I'll apologize for the hold up. Here we go. Michael Smith in the left lane in the Dodge pulled up. 552 is his dial-in. Dandridge Allen in the right lane, 498.8 is his dial. Number 3 and number 7 qualifiers going at each other right here. Quick H. Michael Smith has a reaction time advantage. Can he drive the stripe? Yes, he can. 562 on a 552 dial. Dandridge goes 501 on a 498. Michael had Allen on the tree. All right, here we go. Evan Courtney pulling up, dialed a 476 in the left lane in the S10. Herman Fogg, dialed a 549. Number 2 and number 6 going at each other here. All right, Herman with the old street truck F-150 here, 549. The S10 is going to have to go run him down. Reaction times are about equal. Herman takes the win, 554 on a 549. Courtney was 486 on a 76. All right, here comes Thomas Carneal in the right lane. Driving Mr. Brad Poor's truck. James River equipment on the side of the truck. 408 is his dial. Keith Wynn in the left lane, 546. Number 1 and number 5 running each other here, qualifiers. All right, Keith is going to have about a 1.5 seconds. Head start. Carneal has got to go run him down. Mr. Wynn takes the win. 5:49 on a 46 dial. Carneal goes 4:16 on a 4:08. Carneal had a reaction time advantage. Truck just didn't run the number. Lewis Bailey pulling up in the left lane in the Dodge, dialed a 5:62. Ed Spivey in the right lane, dialed a 5:10. This is number 4 and number 8 going at each other. All right, here we go. Last pair of the quick 8. Lewis Bailey and Ed Spivey. Lewis has a reaction time advantage over Spivey, and he takes the win. Lewis goes 5:75 on a 62. He was 0:86 on the tree. Ed Spivey goes 5:15 on a 10. He was a little late on the tree. Sounded like he was on a 2-step for a long time. I wonder if that had a little bit to do with this little concentration problem on the light. All right, down to 4. We'll be calling them over in just a little bit after round 1 of the normal trucks. Can we go ahead and call them now? All right, round 1 of the bracket class. Round 1, y'all come on over to the lanes. Round 1 of the bracket class. Y'all come on over to the staging lanes for first round elimination. Francis Thomas, you do have the bye. Now, I do not know if it's an odd or even amount. You know how it works. We've done this before. All right, here we go. First round action. Let's just go ahead and call it the bracket class, whatever it is. It's not quick 8. Nelson Lane pulling up in the red Dodge, dialed a 665. Kevin Mundy in the left, dialed a 592. Oh, Mr. Mundy turns the red light on. Lane goes through 646. See, he should have left his dial alone. What is he doing? I don't know what was going on over here. Anyway, Nelson changed his dial at the last moment. It looks like he had the right number on the window. All right, anyway, Lane's moving on to second round. Leave the number on the window alone, Nelson. You had it right the first time. All right, Mr. Long is pulling up in the right lane with Tater hanging out the window. Dialed a 630. Randall Burchett in the left, dialed a 669. Reaction times are pretty much the same. Longest down there jamming on the brakes. Oh, he broke out. 625 on a 30. Burchett takes the win. He was 679 on a 69. Longest was down there on the brakes. He should have hit him a little harder. All right, Victoria Bailey pulling up in the right lane, dialed a 590. Brian Self in the big F-150, dialed a 560. All right, here we go. Two pretty good bracket racers on the line here together. Oh, reaction time going to Mr. Brian. Can he pull out the win? Down there whacking on the gas. Double breakout. Brian broke out 555 on a 60. Bailey 579 on a 90. Double breakout. Brian takes the win. So with two people break out, whoever broke out the least gets the win. In drag racing, it's like worst or first. So with two people go red at the line, whoever turns the red light on first loses. All right, Eric Bailey pulling up in the right lane in the Dodge, dialed a 630. Keith Selt, F-150 in the left lane, is dialed a 690. Eric is definitely one of our good bracket racers down here. Oh, Self eats him up on the tree. Can he get the win? Yes, he can. Selt was 051 on the tree, 707 on a 90. Bailey was 639 on a 630. He was 154 on the tree. Selt, very nice reaction time for him, taking the win, moving on to second round. Now, first round losers in the quick 8 and first round losers in the bracket class. Y'all can buy back, re-enter. We always do that down here. So the thing with the quick 8 guys, if they want to buy back, they are able. But when they do that, when they re-enter, they're now over in the main class. You cannot re-enter back into the quick 8. So a lot of these guys that are losing first round, they are going to do. We'll see them again, buy back, re-enter. And you'll see them in the second round.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
All right, here we go, y'all. Continuing on with first round action down here, bracket racing. Kyle Harley pulling up in the right lane. Dialed a 571. Kristen Fogg in the left lane, dialed a 629. This race is over. Oh, I was wrong. Are you kidding me, Kristen? Come on. Kristen, you're letting me down. She was 021 on the tree. She broke out 626 on a 29. Harley was 572 on a 71. Truck almost ran dead on the dial. He was 135 on the tree. Kristen was 021. She was on the brakes, just didn't hit them quite hard enough. I'm sure we'll be seeing her in the buyback round in a moment. All right, Bubba Peel in the left lane, dialed a 573. Jay Courtney in the right lane, dialed a 588. Almost heads up race here. Only about a 10th difference. Bubba flickering the tree. Peel has the reaction time advantage. Broke out. Peel breaks out, goes 570 on a 73. Courtney went 593 on an 88. Bubba had the reaction time advantage at the line and broke out. These guys are hitting the brakes. He's got to hit them a little harder. Maybe some good air is coming through here and making these trucks run a little faster than the drivers are anticipating. Carson Allen in the right lane dialed a 587. William Atkinson in the left in the Jeep is dialed a 664. Carson Allen taking the win. Jeep left the red light on the starting line. He goes through 590 on 87. Allen moving on to second round. All right, Adam Taylor pulling up in the Dodge. Right lane, 615 is his dial. Jeremy Quadras in the left lane in the new Dodge is dialed a 690. Adam with a huge reaction time advantage. Down there hitting the brake. Taking the win. He goes 629 on a 15 dial. Quadras broke out 677 on a 690. Adam definitely had the reaction time advantage on his side. All right, continuing on, the final two pair in first round eliminations here in the bracket class. Definitely looks like it's about to pour down raining, but we're all looking at the radar and stuff. I'm sure y'all are too. It looks like it's not going to rain, but it looks like it is. So hopefully it holds up like that. All right, Travis Taylor pulling up into Dodge in the right side of the track, dialed a 598. Danny O'Beer in the left, dialed a 645. Hitting the brake. Yes, dead on. Travis Taylor showing you, like I said earlier, bracket racer, 598 on a 598. 086 on the tree. Very nice pass for Travis. O'Beer in the left was 658 on a 45 dial. All right, Francis Thomas in the left lane in the Jeep pulling up, dialed a 573. Curtis Southern in the right, dialed a 740. All right, where's the nitrous purge for Francis? There it is. Francis with the reaction time advantage in the Jeep. Takes the win, 578 on a 73. He was 051 on the tree. Southern almost runs dead on, 741 on a 40, but he was 211 on the tree. Reaction time advantage from Francis got the win. Moving on to second round. All right, y'all just hold tight for a moment. We'll call second round of the Quick 8 over here in a little bit. Just hold tight for a few more moments.
This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
Yeah, I heard him. All right, I need my quick 8, round 2. Round 2, quick 8. Round 2, quick 8. Y'all come to the lanes. Looking for 4 trucks. Quick 8, round 2, come to the lanes. I need y'all in lanes 1 and 2. Willard's over there to get you straight, get you paired up. And Willard, you can hear me. You didn't give me the piece of paper, so I don't know who runs who. All right, my associates are doing a very good job up here. All right, round 2, quick 8. We got Keith Wynn and Michael Smith will be running each other. Keith Wynn and Michael Smith will be one pair. Herman Fogg and Lewis Bailey will be the second pair. So I got Keith Wynn and Michael Smith and Herman Fogg and Lewis Bailey. They are coming over to the lanes right now in lanes 1 and 2. So while they're coming on over, I'll take my re-entry. I'll take my buybacks, re-entries. Y'all come on over to lanes 3 and 4. So anybody that lost first round looking to get back in, come to lanes 3 and 4 now, and Willard will get you straight over there. So I need second round of quick 8 to the lanes 1 and 2, and re-entry to lanes 3 and 4. Thank y'all.
shifting. I got shifting. Oh, God, sir.
That was his, like,
Right? Oh, my God. I swear.
All right, while we're waiting on the tractors to finish moving the track, just a quick shout out to Dixon's Automotive for basically the help to do this live broadcast that we're doing on YouTube right now. Dixon's Automotive, they have a shop over in King William and over in Ashland. I'm sure y'all seen it. Dart Towing. Dart Towing helps us as well for the live broadcast. And if you want to see the live broadcast, it's on PixelHunters YouTube channel. Even if you're here sitting on your tailgate watching the race, you can go on PixelHunters YouTube to check out. And if you give a wave to the camera flying around, you might even be able to see yourself on YouTube. But thanks to Dixon's Automotive and Dart Towing for allowing that to happen. All right, at this point, I'll take my winners. I'll take my winners of round one. I need second round of the bracket class to lanes 1 and 2. Need second round of the bracket class to lanes 1 and 2, please. And Francis Thomas, you do have the bye again. Because Francis had to run somebody, he technically did not get the bye first round, and he had the best reaction time again. 2 times in a row, so that's how he's able to get the bye 2 times in a row. If you get it and have to race somebody, technically you didn't get it. But I'll take my winners. Second round to lanes 1 and 2, please. And second round of the quick 8 class is about to come out of the gate down here. We got Herman Fogg in the left lane coming out, dialed a 5:48. Lewis Bailey in the right lane in the Dodge is going to be dialed a 5:72. Second pair is going to be Keith Wynn and Michael Smith. So that's your remaining 4 trucks in the quick 8 class. Looks like the slower half of the quick 8 are the ones that won first round. All the fast trucks got beat. All right, Lewis Bailey in the right lane, 5:72. Herman Fogg, left lane into 4, down to 5:48. I think it's about time to turn the lights on. It's getting kind of dark out there. All right, here we go. Second round of the quick 8. One of these trucks is going to the final. Lewis has got the reaction time advantage, and he does take the win. He's dead on 5:72 with the 7 on a 5:72. 0:83 on the tree. Herman was 5:49 on a 48. Almost dead on 162 on the tree. Lewis's 0:83 definitely got the win there for him. All right, here, last pair of the quick 8. Which one of these two are going to go see Lewis in the final? Keith Wynn in the left lane in the old Ford, dialed at 5:46. Are they changing their dials? All right, looks like they did a little last-minute dial-in change. Here we go. Keith Wynn in the left lane is dialed at 5:44. Michael Smith in the right lane, dialed a 5:53. timed out. Oh, that was close. Woo. Almost identical reaction times. Both of them down there whacking on the gas. Michael Smith takes the win, 5:54 on a 53. Win was 5:43 with the 9 on a 44. Yeah, I think Keith had the truck dialed a 43, and at the last moment he changed it to a 44. He should have left it alone. All right, Michael Smith and Lewis Bailey are going to be your final in your quick 8. All right, second round of the bracket class will be coming at you here shortly. All right, last call to the lanes for second round. Last call to the lanes for second round eliminations. I need my winners to over here to the staging lanes for round 2. Hopefully my buybacks, everybody's over there. Last call for second round to the lanes, please. All right, here we go. Second round action of the bracket class coming at you. So no more buybacks, no more re-entries from now on. We only do that first round only. So now it's win or go on the trailer. Or wait for the gamblers race. Y'all know what I mean. All right, Nelson Lane in the red Dodge, dialed a 642. Randall Burchett in the left, dialed a 675. All right, coming at you straight on. I see the... Oh, here we go. Identical reaction times for both racers. Lane taking the win, 643 on a 42. Burchett was 683 on a 75. Looks like the truck just didn't run the number for Burchett. All right, Carson Allen pulling up in the right lane, dialed a 587. Brian Self in the Ford, dialed a 550. Unfortunately, Allen turning the red light on. All right, Self carrying it through like you're supposed to on a run like that. Goes 554 on a 50. He was 079 on the tree. The red light for Allen, unfortunately, cost him the win on that one. Self moving on to third round. All right, Keith Self pulling up in the Ford F-150 is dialed a 690. Jay Courtney in the right lane in the good-looking Chevrolet, dialed a 588. Oh, turning the red light on. Jay Courtney is going to take the win, moving on to third round. Self went red. Courtney goes 586 on an 88, taking the win, moving on to third round. All right, Adam Taylor pulling up in the right lane in the Dodge. Hey, my computer screen didn't change. There it goes. Sorry about that. Adam Taylor in the right lane is dialed a 612. Kyle Harley in the left is dialed a 570. Oh, pretty good reaction time for Harley. Can he get past Taylor? Yes, he can. Taylor he breaks out. Taylor went 609 on a 12. Harley goes 575 on a 70. 085 tree for Harley. He is moving on to third round. All right, a little track grooming. On bracket race nights like today, we will groom the track a little bit more often than we usually do on like Friday nights and stuff. We'll try to keep the track consistent for these bracket racers.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Getting back into second round action. I got a, what is the word here? I got a special guest up here, but he won't talk. I got old Mr. Secret Squirrel, Randy Burchett, is standing up in the tower making fun of me right now, but he won't get on the microphone. I've been trying to tell him that his big block isn't fast. All right, here we go, second round action.
Big blocks rule.
Big blocks rule. Speaking of big blocks, we got one pulling up in the left lane here. Thomas Carneal driving Brad Fuller's truck this evening. Travis Taylor. Travis Taylor in the right lane is dialed a 594. Carneal is dialed a 408. All right, here we go. Travis is going to have a little bit of a head start. Oh! Travis turns the red light on. Carneal carries it through, goes 416 on a 08. He was 094 on the tree. Taylor was 037 red. Carneal moving to third round. All right, here comes Dandridge Allen in the right lane, dialed a 499. That's the motor you need, Randy, right there, that SB2 NASCAR engine right there for Dandridge. 499 in the right, and Evan Courtney, who has deep staged, is dialed a 475. And the deep stage did not help his reaction time at all. He breaks out, goes 470 on a 75. Allen was 510 on a 499. He was 056 on the tree. Nice pass for Allen. All right, Bubba Peel in the right lane is dialed a 569. Kevin Mundy in the left is dialed a 580. All right, here we go. Kevin Mundy getting a little bit of a head start. Reaction time advantage to Bubba. And he breaks out. Bubba went 565 on a 69. Mundy was 585 on an 80. Bubba had a better reaction time advantage, just unfortunately truck went a little too fast. All right, well, here comes the Brian Lungus and Tater show again in the Dodge in the right lane. They are dialed a 625. Kristen Fogg in the left lane, dialed a 621. Oh, see, I told you, Tater, you're bad luck. Y'all didn't listen to me. Kristen had a horrible reaction time, but got lucky. Brian Longus goes red. Kristen Fogg turns the wind light on and goes to round 3. All right, was that it? Oh, we got a couple more trucks over in the lanes. Y'all hold tight while we do some track room. Randy, anything you'd like to say? Anything? Not at all. Nothing out of Randy. That's odd. Everybody, hey, hold on. Here he comes. Here he comes.
I just want everybody to know that I appreciate everything that everybody does, but I'm not scared of any twin turbos, triple turbos, quadruple turbos, none of that stuff. We're going to take the training wheels off and we're getting ready to go. Just don't get in my lane, and I'll try not to get in your lane too much.
What do you mean? The other night, I saw you take off in the right, and you ended up in the left. I mean, can you see over the steering wheel? What's going on?
No, I need 2 steering wheels. I got 2 gas pedals. I need 2 steering wheels, but I haven't figured that out yet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I just figured out a little while ago, Randy keeps talking about his 2 gas pedals. So the other night during the shootout and all that stuff, one passed. It didn't look like the nitrous worked. Like, wait, what happened? It didn't spray. Well, what they found out is Randy's legs were too short, and he didn't actually floor it. So on a nitrous vehicle, you normally have a micro switch on the carburetor that, basically clicks when the driver goes wide open. Well, that turns the nitrous system on. But Randy's legs were so short that the gas pedal wasn't actually getting to the floor, so he never sprayed it, which was kind of funny. But I think they figured it out. They've got the seat moved forward a little bit or a phone book put inside. Y'all watch out. They didn't figure the truck out now. And Randy said he ain't scared. He's not scared of any turbocharged vehicle out there. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a little shot out too. Coleman Motorsports, big blocks to the front. That's right. All right, here we go. Continuing on, second round. We got Ed Spivey pulling up in the lanes, right lane here. 509 is his dial. Jeremy Quadras is dialed a 670. All right, here we go. 509 in the right, 670 dial in the left. This should be Spivey's race. And it is 030 on the tree for Spivey. Nice reaction time. 518 on an 09. Quadras was 684 on a 70. 231 reaction. Definitely reaction time for Spivey, getting him the win, moving on to third round. All right, William Atkinson in the Jeep, dialed a 660 in the right-hand lane. Eric Bailey, oddly enough, coming out of the buyback round, dialed a 635. Ooh, two very good reaction times for both racers. Too tight to tell. Bailey getting the win. 644 on a 35 dial. He was 036 on the tree. 667 on a 660 dial for Atkinson. 084 on the tree. All right, here we go. Victoria Bailey pulling up in the right lane in the Ford Explorer. Dialed a 580. Francis Thomas in the Jeep in the left, dialed a 570. So this is two times Francis has gotten the bye, and he's had to run someone both times. So I guess at this point, technically, he has not received the bye run yet. All right. Basically heads up race here. Only a tenth separating the two vehicles. Oh, Thomas should have this as long as he doesn't break out. Yes, he was 028 on the tree. Very good reaction time for Francis. Probably just earned him another bye run. 583 on a 70. Bailey was 593 on an 80. She was a little late on the tree. Thomas is taking the win, moving on to third round.
filling you up with fuel and gas. Yeah. He went to get the key to the truck and get in the truck.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
All right, everybody, I'll take my final of the quick 8. So Michael Smith and Lewis Bailey. Michael Smith and Lewis Bailey to the lanes for your final in your quick 8. And Michael Smith, you do have lane choice. So Michael Smith, you have lane choice over Lewis Bailey, and I'll take y'all to the staging lanes for the final of the quick 8. Thank y'all. All right, I need my winners. Third round bracket class. I need y'all to the lanes, please. Third round winners. We'll need my third round to the lanes. All right, final round action in the quick 8. We got Michael Smith pulling up in the left lane in the Dodge. Dodge a 553. Michael out of Gloucester. 553 in the Dodge in the left. Lewis Bailey out of Waverly, Virginia. Blackwater Motorsports. Let's just call it their team captain, the leader, whatever you want to call it. the elder statesman of the Blackwater Motorsports in the right lane. Dialed a 563 in the Dodge as well. 2 Dodges have made it to the final of the Quick 8. Here we go. Only a 10th separating. Just about identical reaction times for both racers. Michael Smith taking the win. 556 on a 553. Bailey was 572 on a 63. We had 098 and 088 reaction times. Michael Smith taking the win of the Quick 8. Congratulations to him. We'll see him over in the winner's circle later on this evening, getting his picture taken, a little bit of money. Well, he will also be coming to the lanes in a little bit for round 4. So he gets a little bit of money for winning the Quick 8, and then he comes over to the bracket class and continues on. Hopefully he can make it a few more rounds and he'll get paid twice today. Yep. And I'll take my winners to lanes, staging lanes for round 3 of the bracket class. If you are not over there yet, I'll take my round 3 bracket racers to the lanes, please. And Francis Thomas, you have the bye again. So that is 3 rounds in a row for Francis Thomas winning the bye. That's crazy. Francis, if you can hear me, if you have a delay box in that Jeep, you better take it out. Our tech department will be looking over your Jeep later on this evening. So if you do have a delay box in it, take it out before we find it. I'm just joking. Also, a quick announcement. Want to say something to everybody here and also on YouTube world as they're listening. Happy birthday to the lovely tower lady up here, otherwise known as my wife, Sandra. My birthday was yesterday, so because we had to come down here and run this race for y'all, we missed out on our cruise that we were supposed to go on this weekend. So y'all better be happy about that. Anyway, just joking. We love coming down here and helping y'all out. And Francis, what am I saying about Francis? Got him on my mind about the winner to buy. Sandra does all the PR work on Facebook and all that, and she is not feeling well today, so she is basically working sick, but she doesn't get to call in sick. So anyway, happy birthday to my wife. Thank y'all for coming down here. And she just gave me COVID, so I might be leaving early. here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to third round this evening down here. I think we're what? Is it 22 trucks? How many trucks we got left? 11? I think it's 11. I don't know. All right, here we go. Thomas Carneal pulling up in the left lane. It's out a 4:15. Jay Courtney in the right lane. Both of these racers are out of Tappahannock. Courtney is out a 5:80. So 4:15 in the left, 5:80 in the right. Definitely a pretty large head start for Courtney here. Let's see what happens. Courtney was dead late. Dead late. Carneal goes 4:48 on the 15. Clearly he lifted. He was 0.72 on the tree. Courtney was 4:56 on the tree. All right, Nelson Lane in the Dodge, dialed a 6:42. Brian Self in the Ford in the left lane is dialed a 5:50. Brian's got a little bit of a reaction time advantage to his side, and he didn't get it done. Nelson taking the win, 6:44 on a 42. Brian was 5:63 on a 50. He was 0.93 on the tree. Brian's truck just looked like it just didn't run the number. All right, Eric Bailey pulling up on the right side, dialed a 6:35 in the Dodge, and Mr. Kevin Mundy dialed a 5:80 on the left side. Bailey with a little bit of a better reaction time. And he takes the win, 6:43 on a 35. Mundy was 5:87 on an 80. Reaction time advantage went to Bailey, and he takes the win, moving on to fourth round. All right, Ed Spivey in the lifted Ranger in the right lane, dialed a 5:09. Kristen Fogg in the left lane in the F-150. She's dialed a 6:22. All right, Kristen with a little bit of a head start over on the left side. All right, 6:22 left, 5:09 on the right. Ed Spivey turns the red light on. All right, Kristen goes 6:34 on a 22. I don't know if she lifted or not. She was 0.37 on the tree. Kristen finally finding the tree. Spivey in the right lane, turning the red light on. Kristen moving on to round 4. All right, here we go. Continuing on with third round action. We have Kyle Harley pulling up in the left lane in the F-150. Is dialed a 571. Mr. Dandridge Allen in the SB2 NASCAR engine-powered square body is dialed a 499. He is all over the place. And he takes the win. Harley was driving that thing. 571 was his dial. He went 575. He was 076 on the tree. Allen, a little late on the tree, 179. And he went 505 on his 499. Harley was all over that place. Able to keep it straight and get the win was pretty good. All right, Francis Thomas finally gets his bye. After 3 attempts, he finally gets to run a single. And he has dialed a 575. So now with Thomas actually getting his bye, even if he cuts the better lights the rest of the night, he cannot receive another bye run. Yeah. After 3 rounds of the best reaction time in the field, he finally gets to use it. He went red, so hopefully he might have wasted, not really wasted it, but hopefully he got it out of the system is what I meant to say. And he goes 578 on a 75 dial, and we will see him the following round, round 4. We'll be calling y'all over here for round 4 in just a second. All right, just to let y'all know how it works down here. We are doing great on time. There will be a gambler's race. There will be a gambler's race this evening. So I think we've got 7 trucks, I think, coming over to the lanes here in a little bit for round 4. I think we're down to 7, so we're doing good on time. But we will have a gambler's race this evening, so just want to let y'all know that, so not pack up and leave too quickly if you're done. If you want to keep racing, we will do a gambler's race like we normally do down here.
fair than it was that Foley race. Yeah. And we might be. Actually, it might be making like the transmission lock up with it. You know, it makes it lighter, spread and stuff, but it's making it 10 times harder.
All right, attention in the pits, y'all. Kristen Fogg, you do have the bye run, and I believe there's 7 trucks left, so you might be making a single if everybody comes back. I'm supposed to get 7 trucks over to the lanes, so Kristen Fogg, I believe you might actually have a single. At this point, we'll take all my winners over to the lanes. So I need 4th round eliminations. I need 4th round to the lanes, please. Should be 7 trucks, and Kristen Fogg, you do have the bye. All right, last call. I need my winners over to the lanes. Last call. I need my winners to the lanes, please. All right, here we go. I believe this is fourth round eliminations for these guys. We have Mr. Thomas Carneal pulling up in the left lane. Dialed a 415. Looks like he's backing up to a burnout. I hope so. Oh, he disappointed me. I would like to see a burnout. Eric Bailey pulling up in the right lane. Dialed a 640 in the Dodge. Carneal, left lane, 415. Definitely quite a bit of a head start for Eric in the right. Carneal's going to have to go run him down. Reaction time advantages to Eric. Eric, ooh, double breakout here. Eric was 637 on a 40. He was 046 on the tree. Carneal went 411 on a 415. He was 099 on the tree. Eric definitely had a little bit of a reaction time advantage. Bailey moving on to round 5. All right, Francis Thomas in the Jeep, left lane, dialed a 575. Nelson Lane in the red Dodge is dialed a 642. Whoa, look at the reaction time for Nelson. Oh, y'all can't see it but me. I'm an idiot. And he takes the win. Nelson goes 643 with an 8 on a 42. He was 005 on the tree. Definitely cut the tree down on that one, taking the win, moving on to round 5. All right, Michael Smith pulling up in the left lane, dialed a 553. Kyle Harley in the right, dialed a 572. Now, I'm sitting up here watching all these trucks. I know who's wearing stuff in the points. So, we just saw Carneal go out. Oh, Michael Smith takes the win. I was getting ready to say. And he goes through. Michael Smith is tied with Kristen Fogg for second in the points. Carneal just went out. Michael Smith takes a round win. So, I think that pretty much ties up Michael and Carneal. And then Kristen is pulling up here, and she's going to have the win because she's got the bye. Obviously, she's moving on to another round. If I did my math right, at this point, I'm going to say with Carneal going out and Michael taking the win, Kristen taking the win, I think there may be a 3-way tie, or it's going to be very, very close. But we will see. All right, Kristen was dialed a 628, 187 on the tree for her, and she goes 626. So that was 7 trucks. Kristen getting the bye. So I think we're going to have 4 coming back here in just a moment. But yeah, I'm not very good at math, but it looks like to me, I'm going to say Carneal, Michael Smith, and Kristen Fogg are going to be pretty much tied for the lead at this point. We still got 2 rounds of racing, and we still have a whole nother race in October. And that'll be it's definitely going to be tight on that last race. That's definitely going to be something to watch as the race goes on. But anyway, we're down to 4. Y'all hold tight. We'll call you over here in a minute.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
All right, I'll take my winners to the lanes, please. Y'all come on over to the staging lanes. We should have 4 trucks. 4 trucks remaining. Semi-final action here. Y'all come on over to the lanes, please. And we will run a gambler's race like I announced a little while ago. We will be running a gambler's race. And I still see the concession stand truck over there. Looks like he's still here. I'm not sure how long he will be, but at the moment, we still do have a concession stand truck over there if you're looking to get something. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Semi-final action bracket class this evening. I've been trying to do some math up here with my calculator. I might be wrong, but we have Kristen Fogg and Michael Smith still in it. Carneal went out. I have her and Michael Smith tied in the lead with a 3-point lead over Carneal. I might be wrong, but it's somewhere around really, really close. But anyway, the end of the year, pretty exciting for this championship. I know they're battling on it. Anyway, so we have Kristen here in the left lane. She's dialed a 624. Mr. Lane in the red Dodge, 642. Semi-final action. Who's going to the final? Oh! And Kristen turns the red light on. Lane will be going to the final. She was 011 red. She went 626 on a 24. Lane was 646 on a 42, and he was 141 on the tree. All right, so here comes Michael Smith, also in contention for the championship here in the point situation. Left lane in the Dodge, dialed a 555, and Eric Bailey, 635. Is it going to be two Blackwater Motorsports trucks in the final? Ooh, it looks like it is going to be that way. Yes. Smith breaks out. 554 with the 2 on a 55. Breaking out for Smith. Bailey was 640 on a 35. He was 076 on the tree, so Bailey had a reaction time advantage over Smith. So it's going to be Eric Bailey and Nelson Lane in the final in our bracket class this evening. Two racers out of the Blackwater Motorsports camp. All right, we'll be calling them over here just shortly. Reminder, we will be doing a gameless race. We'll probably be calling y'all to the lanes right after we run the finals, so don't leave quite yet. You have another opportunity.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
Speed it up a little bit.
All right, Nelson and Eric, whenever y'all ready, come on over to the lanes. Nelson Lane, Eric Bailey, whenever y'all are ready, come on over to the lanes for the final. Both driving bone stock Dodge Rams. Y'all should pretty much have no problem to come on back. two really ugly, slow Dodge Rams in the staging lanes down here. And they're both from Blackwater Motorsports. What the? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, always hanging around like Nelson says. All right, Eric Bailey's getting ready to pull out in the left lane, and Nelson is getting ready to pull out in the right. Two Dodges. All right, here we go. 635 in the left, 642 at the right. I'm standing down here about Francis, so I can't see the computer screen, so y'all just take your best guess at what happens. I can't believe the Dodgers actually made it all the way to the final without, like, a transmission letting loose or something. This goes to show you that you don't have to be fast. Oh, look at that. Yep, Eric got a little excited. Did it, what was his dial? What was? All right. That's just funny. I don't care who you're talking about. All right, Nelson Lane taking the win. Eric Bailey turns the red light on. Two Blackwater Motorsports trucks making it to the final. Stinking up the show like they always do. All right, we're going to get both of them down here, take some pictures, talk to them for a little bit. And while the pictures are going on, we'll pretty much, we'll call the Gamblers race here in just a little bit. So y'all get ready. Oh, and Michael Smith. Thank you, Cohen. Michael Smith, come on down to the lanes also. Michael Smith, bring your truck over here so you can get some, get your picture taken for winning the game, the Quick 8 earlier this evening. Congratulations on that.
This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has two convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
All right, everybody, this is the staging lane guys. Cohen, we're waiting on Nelson, Eric, and Michael to come into the winner's circle to get your picture and a little bit of money. So y'all come on down here, get the picture taken. Y'all want, while we have nothing going on, go over, get some food, get a nice drink, bathroom break, whatever you need to do. We'll be back en route here in a little bit. Oh, and speaking of Nelson, here it comes. Gamblers race, gamblers race. Go to the staging lanes, please. Gamblers race, staging lanes, please. Yep. All right, where is he at? There he is. Nelson, congratulations, buddy. If I remember correctly, is this your first win in the bracket race? I know you've been in here a couple times with the Jeep.
With this truck, yes.
Yes. Congratulations. You got anybody to thank or anything to say?
I want to thank my wife for putting up with me and coming to every race that she does. And thank Blackwater Motorsports for the great job that they do, we do. And I want to thank Willard, your mom, David, for having us out here and enjoying the track, and everybody that we race against, enjoy every bit of it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. As a guy who owns a Mopar, it's really good to see all Mopars down here. I know that some of the Ford and Chevy people don't like it, but I am very happy. Here's your prize. So, and Eric, you got anything to say real quick?
Congratulations, sir. You earned it. You earned it.
All right, Cohen forgot to ask y'all a very important question. Dodge, Dodge, Dodge. All Chevrolet transmissions, right? Turbo 400, Turbo 400, Turbo 400. And by the way, you got to pick one. You own a Dodge, you own a Ford, and you own a Chevrolet. You have to pick one to root for. You can't root for all three. You have to pick one. You can't just root for whoever won. You got to pick one. Congratulations to the Blackwater Motorsports Camp. Sneaking up the show like they always do. Who's that? Mr. Eric. Oh, he's coming over here. Same people. I think that was a transmission just let go. These people can't afford Ford parts. You don't know what you're missing. I don't know. Hey, Nelson, I've been a Chevy guy my whole entire life up until about, I don't know, 5 years ago. I'm slowly converting over. I think I'm turning into a Ford guy. Don't tell anybody. I know. All right, Eric Bailey. Hey, I got some money for you. You know what I like to do?
Same as always. Thank you, Fontaines, Cohen, Mr. Hammond, Mrs. Hammond, and everybody that comes out to watch us. Thank you, spectators. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all, the team. Blackwater Motorsports to the front, as always. We're here. Oh, thank you, PixelHunters. Hi, Mom.
Oh, and also, yes, thank you for the Blackwater Motorsports for helping and sponsoring this year's race and all the point series and stuff. Thank y'all, as usual, doing very good, like y'all always do. We got another Dodge. Another Dodge. There's Dodges everywhere. Nelson, what was your light in the final? What? What was your light in the final on Eric? Gotcha. Good job, y'all. 042. 042 was a treat for Nelson. All right, Mr. Michael Smith pulling up in the winner's circle down here. I've got two pieces of paper in my hand. You know that see, never mind. I'm not even gonna say it out loud. This is the reason why we do the quick 8. Look at that. Money for you, and money for you. That's always good. Congratulations, putting the Dodge down here in the winner's circle. Too many Dodges around here. Who do we have here down here in the winner's circle with you?
It's Harrison and Easton.
Harrison and Easton. Have y'all been riding with him all night?
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Well, is he getting ready to run the gamblers race? Has he talked about that? Well, y'all need to ride. You want to ride with him in the gamblers race? That'd be a lot of fun. He ain't gonna say nothing. He rode Friday night. Very good. All right, well, cool. Michael Smith down here, winner of the quick 8, and earlier this evening, I know you, Kristen, and Carneal have got a points battle going on for the championship. The race in October is going to be very interesting. Willard's going to have to do the math, but it's really, really tight. I think you have a points lead over Kristen, and then Carneal's in third. He'll have to do the math, but it's very, very tight. So October is going to be interesting for all three of y'all. It's going to be really cool. Anybody you want to give a shout out or thanks or anything helping you get down here?
Thank my wife for letting me come up here all the time. So.
That's always good.
There's a lot of great guys here to race with all the time.
Very cool. Michael Smith putting it in the winner's circle for winning the quick 8 earlier this evening. And I think we're going to see him in the gamblers race here in a minute. But it's really cool with the quick 8. He just got 2 pieces of paper with some money in it, so he won money twice this evening. But I think he is your points leader going into the last race. I think Willard's going to have to do everything on the computer and the calculator to figure out exactly who's got what. But I believe Michael Smith has got a very small points lead over Kristen, and I believe she's got a very small points lead over Carneal. We'll have to figure all that out. The last race of the season ought to be very, very interesting, that's for sure. All right, if you haven't made it to the lanes for the gamblers race, we need my gamblers racers over to the lanes. Gamblers race to the lanes, please.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there.
All right, Gamblers Race, first round action right here. We got Mr. Dandridge Allen pulling up in the right lane. He is dialed a 499. Brian Self in the left lane, dialed a 550. Dandridge down there smacking on the brake pedal. Oh, Self still gets the win. 560 on a 550. He was 032 on the tree. Allen goes 06 on a 99. And he was 072 on the tree. So definitely a reaction time advantage to Brian. All right, Keith Wynn pulling up in the right lane. He's dialed a 540. And one of the Self boys, I don't have a name on the screen. Huh? Is it Keith? It's got to be Keith driving it. Dialed a 690. Oh, yeah, that's the same truck from earlier, right? Yep. So Keith in the left lane, 690. All right, Keith Wynn in the right lane, 543 on a 40. He was 068 on the tree. Keith Self in the left lane turns the red light on. He goes 84 on a 90. All right, Ed Spivey in the right lane in the Ranger, dialed a 509. And Kevin Mundy in the left lane, he's dialed a 580. good reaction time for Spivey. Taking the win, definitely lifted earlier. 5:17 on an 09. Monday was 5:85 on an 80. Spivey was 0:19 on the tree. Very good reaction time for him. All right, didn't want to see these two guys running each other. All right, Bubba Peel pulling up in the left lane, dialed at 5:63. All right, Herman Fogg in the right lane, dialed at 5:38. These two guys have probably ran each other side by side down here more than anybody here. Sometimes Bubba's driving his other truck, though, when they're doing the shootouts and the list racing. Two friends, two co-workers running each other. I know they didn't want to get paired up. This should be Bubba's race. Yes, Herman breaks out. 5:33 on a 38 for Herman. Bubba goes 5:71 on a 63. He was 0:32 on the tree, so Bubba definitely had reaction time advantage, taking the win. All right, here we go. Continuing on with Gamblers Race first round. All right, we've got Brian Longest pulling up in the right lane in the Dodge. I guess that's Brian driving. I don't know if Tater's in it or not. Dialed a 625. Francis Thomas in the left lane in the Jeep, dialed a 580. Ooh, two very good reaction times for both racers. Oh, double breakout. 622 on a 25 for Longest. He was 41 on the tree. Thomas was 74 on an 80, and he was 40 on the tree. That was crazy. Brian Longest taking the win, moving on to second round. All right, Lewis Bailey pulling up in the Dodge in the right lane, dialed at 570. And don't have a name for the racer in the left. He's dialed at 650. But I'll tell you, the truck looks so fast, it's already riding a wheelie and it ain't even moved yet. Somebody's got that suspension dialed in. Weight transfer is crazy. Tyler Edwards, if you're at home watching, this is what your truck needs to look like when it leaves, right here. Looks like Lewis's truck cut off. No, he just lifted. Lewis Bailey taking the win. I'm not exactly sure what happened in the left lane, but good effort. All right, Mr. Winner of the bracket class himself, Nelson Lane pulling up in the red Dodge. Dialed a 642. He said he's trying to go to the pay window twice tonight. Kristen Fogg in the left lane, dialed a 624. Oh, Kristen, hopefully she can hold out. Good reaction time for her. Down there slamming on the brakes. Taking the win. She goes 629 on a 24. 66 on the tree for her. Lane was 48 on a 42. 168 on the tree. A little late for Nelson on that one. All right, Michael Smith pulling up, your quick 8 winner from earlier. Dialed a 555. And Randall Burchett dialed a 683. Definitely some downforce for Michael with the sunroof popped open like that. Oh, Randall cut one very good light. And, oh, wow. Randall was 016 on the tree. He goes 702 on an 83. Michael was 90 on the tree, 64 on a 55. Wow, I thought Randall had that one. He was 016 on the tree when he left. Truck just didn't run the number for Randall. All right, that concludes first round of the Gamblers Race. We'll have second round in just a second. Y'all bring them on back to the lanes. We do round robin in the Gamblers Race. So I need my winners back to the lanes, please. I need the winners of the Gamblers Race for round 2 to the lanes, please. Yes, sir. All right, continuing on with Gamblers Race action, we got Bubba Peel pulling up in the left lane, dialed a 565. Mr. Ed Spivey, another racer from the Blackwater Motorsports camp. They're everywhere. Dialed a 512. Reaction time's basically the same. Spivey taking the win. Spivey who goes 5.13 with the 0 on a 12. Very good pass for Spivey. He was 59 on the tree. Peel was 70 on a 65. Spivey just a little closer to his dial, taking the win, moving on to third round. All right, too bad. Ford's pulling up to the line. Brian Self in the left, dialed a 555. And Keith Wynn dialed a 540. I believe both trucks are big block Ford powered. Definitely reaction time advantage to Brian. Taking the win, 561 on a 55 for Brian. He was 13 on the tree. Nice reaction time for Brian. Oh, we got a heads-up race? We certainly do. Look at here. Brian Long is pulling up in the right lane in the Dodge. Dialed a 622. Uh-oh, Kristen sees something. Oh, she's waiting on the blue light. There we go. Smart racer. All right, Brian Long is in the right lane from Newtown, Virginia, dialed a 622. Kristen Fogg in the left lane, also dialed a 622. We are heads up racing. Heads up. They should have dialed like a 550 or something and just ran them flat out to see who's got the faster truck. Oh, longest turn. Oh, look at the light. Oh, my God, it's so close. Great day. All right, Mrs. Fogg taking the win. She goes 20. Look at that. They both ran 26s. That's a crazy pass. 626 for both racers. Kristen was 074 on the tree. Brian was 001 red. 1,000s from being perfect. We're way ahead of you, Colin. All right, Michael Smith in the Dodge in the left lane and Lewis Bailey in the Dodge also. 570 for Lewis, 560 for Michael. Didn't they run quick 8? Was this the final earlier? Ooh, I think it's going to be Bailey's turn this time, though. He's down there parking it at the finish line. Double breakout. Bailey was 569 with the 4 on a 70. 058 on the tree. Nice pass for Lewis. Michael was 555 on a 60. 268 on the tree. Definitely reaction time advantage to Lewis, helped him win that. All right, that's the last pair for second round of the Gamblers. We'll have third round in just a minute. right, here we go. Continuing on with Gamblers Racing round 3. Ed Spivey pulling up in the right lane in the Ranger. Dialed a 510. Kristen Fogg in the left lane is dialed a 624. What? Oh, how many trucks are left? 4? All right, down to the semis. So one of these trucks is going to the final. Didn't quite know that. Here we go. Oh, Spivey turning the red light on. All right, Miss Kristen Fogg taking the win, 626 on a 24. She was 91 on the tree. Spivey turning the red light on. All right. Now, is she going to see Brian Self or Lewis Bailey? Brian in the left lane is dialed a 555. Lewis is dialed a 565. All right, well, we got one Newtown racer in the final. Is it going to be 2, or is it going to be one of the Blackwater Motorsports camps in the final as well? Reaction time advantage to Brian. Brian taking the win. He was 077 on the tree, 63 on a 55. Bailey was 75 on a 65. He was 151 on the tree. So it's going to be Brian Self and Kristen Fogg in the final. 2 Fords.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
Who's that from? Oh, that's right. What the heck was all that down there? All right, here we go. Last pair of the evening. Kristen Fogg pulling up in the left lane. She's out at 624. Brian Self in the right lane, dialed a 5:55. 2 Fords, 1 small block, 1 big block. Oh, Chris turns the red. Oh, they both went red. Wow. 2 red lights, but Kristen went red first, so Brian takes the win. That's how it works, first or worse. All right, Brian Self goes 560 on a 55. He was 001 red. And Kristen goes 16. Wow, look at that, 616. She must have got mad and nailed the gas pedal. 624, and she was 9 red, 009. Crazy, crazy pass. Brian Self is your winner of the Gamblers race this evening.
Tension in the pits, tension in the pits. Ed Spivey, Lewis Bailey, and Kristen Fogg, you have money in the tower. Ed Spivey, Lewis Bailey, and Kristen Fogg, you have money in the tower.